Okay, I feel like I'm shouting or something. Or not, I feel like I'm talking low or something. My voice is kind of hoarse right now. I don't know what's going on. All right, share the screen. I'll just share my desktop. Okay, so let's do in Chronos test first. I actually haven't even tested this, but I wanted you to see what I do to try to figure some things out. So this is the holiday one. This is where they were saying if they worked on a holiday, it should be paid as overtime. Okay, and I know you can't see my 2 notebooks of notes that I took during the time we went and implemented, but I read through those notes and then I see that we're not doing anything different actually than what USA does, because when they work on holiday, they get paid as overtime as well. So I thought it was really odd that I put, we didn't need a special process, we didn't need special codes and all these things. So that led me to look into the configuration, which is what we're going to do now. As soon as this comes up. Right. Okay. You can see my screen okay, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to your holiday zones. So I'm in the setup area, right? And I'm going straight to the holiday zones. And I just want to make sure that we have holidays set up for that one particular one, mainly because that was the one in question. And the fact that it was never brought up before, I wanted to make sure that that was actually there. Oops.
Okay.
Edit. There we go. Okay, so I look in here and I see it right here. So that's the actual.
That is another. It's different. It's independence.
Oh, okay. Where to go?
No, it's not there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Revolution is. It's another holiday.
Oh, here it is, right here.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, so the funny thing is so your third shift team, they didn't get it?
Yeah, I noticed that the system took the calculate overtime only for in a shift that was for 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. 8 a.m. or no 3 a.m. No, sorry, 3 p.m. Yeah, for the second shift. Correct.
The second shift. Okay, so
yeah.
I'm actually in production right now, so I wanted to go look. Well, the main thing is the HR have been doing that manually since we came on to this. The Chronos.
Yeah, probably. I don't know if.
I don't know why they didn't say anything.
My guess is that it was Josefina that was trying to. Remember that Josefina used to send you her requirements using the translator, the Google Translator.
Yeah.
And then probably you explained something to her and she never understood, and then she just started. She knew that this is gonna be wrong, and she just changed it, and probably HR never noticed or something like that.
Well, no, the fact that HR had been changing it all along. When I looked, when I looked back at the 2019 day for the same day, September 16th, I can see Adrian and the other HR doing the move command, moving regular to overtime. So
yeah, it's probably.
Yeah, something that they were doing. Okay, so.
I don't know.
Oh, and it looks like they didn't do it. They didn't complete their task. Look. They still, okay, they didn't do it for these 2 people here. Oh, they didn't work on holiday. Oh, yeah, they did. They worked on holiday. They didn't do it for these 2 guys. So these 2 guys are going to be paid wrong. And then this guy.
Probably they had something.
Okay.
They were paying time or something like that.
All right, so the holiday, let me just go and then look, and then we'll look at this one and this one because this one looks to be in overtime already. So let's just go to the time card. Okay, so Independence for this guy went to regular. And if we look at this, and if we look at this one, it's in overtime, right? And if we look at the move command, you'll see that Adrian moved regular to overtime of 7.5 hours. So this is how you know they did the move. There's the move command, tab will show up. You'll see it's not there for this guy. There's no data there. But if we look at this guy, we can see that somebody did a manual move. So again, they've been doing it when all they could have said was, hey, you know, our people aren't getting paid for overtime. Because
it's weird.
Yeah, so I'm in test right now. I'm over here in test. So for this one, the issue is the holiday is not even over there.
Yeah, correct.
So we're gonna move it over and test. Let me find it. And they had it on the same day, right? So we'll put it there. Use fixed, it should be this is first shift. It should be the scheduled end day. This is where I think the issue is in production. It should be the scheduled end day. I don't know why it was set to use fixed rule setting. It should be the scheduled end day for first. Okay, so I'm just going to save that zone. I'm going to go over to the second shift one. The date is there, but in here, excuse me, it's got the scheduled end day, the wrong one. So I'm going to change it to the end day. For third shift, let's see. It's not there for third shift. And I think it's because, oh, are you sure the first and third shift didn't have it on a different day? It was, they all had it on the same day?
Yeah, they all have it.
But do you see how this is a different day? This is a different one. Yeah, so I think last year they did it differently, but we're going to fix it and test it out.
Yeah, last year it was a lot of movements with the holidays. They changed it some day for the other, and it was a mess.
It was a mess. Okay, so that was my zone. So I fixed my zone. Now I want to make sure that
can you check the first shift? I didn't notice if you changed it.
Yeah, that was the first one, but I'll go look. Holiday first shift, Independence, and then I put it to scheduled end day.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so now from the zone, I'm going to go straight to the combination rules. The combination rule tells me when a pay code is used, what do I want the system to do with it? How do I want it paid? So for this one, I got to look at all of these because we actually use all of these combination rules. What I want to see is just a holiday. I want to see the holiday being used here. So that's what I want to do. So I'm just going to take a quick peek and make sure that the holiday zones are being used, which is good. They are. Holiday. Third shift holiday, yep. Well, I can assume that they are because they work for every other holiday, but you know, just trying to show you how you just got to check some things out here. Holiday. Okay, so now from here, I'm going to go up to the pay code distributions. All right, I'm just going to look at your pay code distributions. All right, so here, when it's a holiday and there's hours worked, how do we want to pay it? We say overtime and overtime. So this is what I want to see here. I want to see when it's a holiday and there's regular hours worked, regardless of what it is, each of the hours are paid as overtime. That's what I want to see. So that's how I knew that that was working. So in my mind's eye, this should have been working as it should, but I don't think you guys don't normally work on holidays, do you?
No, we don't.
Yeah, see, maybe that's why no one ever brought this up, because you guys don't normally work on holidays. Third shift premium, okay. And maybe they did it that one time and they said, well, let's just go ahead and manually moving it was the correct way to fix it. So they did what they were supposed to do. I mean, but I mean, you want the system to really do the work. You don't want to have to do it yourself. Okay,
Yeah.
and then overtime. Okay, so the pay code distributions are correct. Now we're moving up. Now we want to look at the holidays. Now again, I'm still in test, so but we're gonna once we verify the pay rules, we're gonna make sure that it works by testing some employees. Okay, so this is the one in question, and we have it for 9/16. This is the way I had it set in production, 12 a.m. to 11. But I think it should be 3 a.m. to 6 p.m. is what I think it should be. I'm going to test it. We're going to find out. We can always come back and change it. So I'm going to save that one. Okay, so now the work rules should be okay. Now we're just going to check your pay rules. MB. I don't know about the holiday special one. Okay, so this one, there it is right there, so that's good. There it is right there for first. Union, no union. Okay, that's good. Oh, that's good. Good. Okay. Okay, that one's there. Confidentials. Okay. All right, so that's all there. So now I'm going to go over here into the I'm just going to use IS summary for right now. Okay, what I'm going to do, what I want to look for right now is this column here, totals up to date. You would use this one. I think I have it. Process up to date. Oh, I don't know if I have it in this one. I might have to put it over there for you. For now, I just want to make sure. So when you modify the system, the pay rules and things like that, you have to let the system update all the rules behind the scenes. And this value that's in this column that says totals up to date, That lets, when there's a check mark there, that lets you know that the entire system is complete with updating the rules. So we just got to wait for them to come back into play here. It might take a second because I modified zones and pay rules. Well, actually, I just did the zones, so. But we got to let those things catch up.
So the system is going to recalculate everything?
It's recalculating whatever's open right now. So for these employees in test, they're probably open as of last week, maybe. Let's see, previous pay period. Make sure they're not signed off. Okay, they're not signed off. You know, we just had a refresh. Let me go make sure that AB didn't turn off any jobs that need to be still running behind the scenes. Let me just go see real quick. Go on. System is kind of slow. Okay, so that's, when does this run? Weekly. Oh, you should have these disabled. So he left these on, which, I mean, they really didn't do anything, but I like to have them off. These are the clock jobs in test. They don't need to be on, even though the IP addresses were changed and everything. I'd rather just have them off, you know?
Okay.
Okay, I think they're all off now. Okay, so let me go back here and check these people. Let's see, refresh. Okay, this is taking long. And let me go over here. System information, background processor. All employees have been included in the process. Okay, well, it must be working pretty hard. But what we can do is just pick a few people. So I am going to look at their pay rules. I'll grab this one, third shift. Actually, let's just sort. It'd be easier. This one. Now we want to test one from every payroll. So we're going to grab an employee from every payroll. Cool. Second, third. Okay, so I'm just going to go grab these employees. I'm going to go into their time card for last week, and the holiday is going to be there in test. Oh, because we got the refresh. I was about to freak out. I was about to freak out and say, I just made changes in production. Oh, well. All right, so I only want to see the 16th because that's the only day I want to see right now. And this guy didn't work, but let's just go in and put some hours for him. Let's do 7A to 4:30 P. And we just want to say calculate the totals. Okay, so now it goes into overtime. See how I did that?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to just save that. So this one works. And this guy was a first shift. Okay, so now we're going to go to the next payroll. This one, -8 hours. Oh, somebody had already went in and did the correction probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Adrian's change, but let's just go delete this. I wonder if we can delete it. Moved amounts. I forgot how we delete these. I don't think we can delete these. Oh, here we go. Yes, we want to, okay, and then save it. Okay, there. So I removed his moved amounts. It's not there anymore. So it did what it was supposed to do, put it in the overtime bucket.
Okay.
Okay, so that's fixed. So let's go to the third person. Okay, let's put in some time for him. 4:30 P to, let's say, 11:30 P. Let's just say he worked over an hour for whatever reason. Okay, so it goes directly into overtime, so that's good. And this is our other second shift person. We will say they started at 9:30 P and they went to 7:30 A. Let's just, oops, 7:30 A. Okay, let's create some good scenarios here. All right, so that went into overtime. I mean, into regular. So this is who? Third shift. So third shift. So here's my question. Third shift's time is actually the next day. So the holiday is on Wednesday, but this time that he works is on Thursday. So the time we have to add for this scenario should be on Wednesday night, correct? It should be.
Yep.
Yeah, it should be here. So let's do it this way. 10:30 P to 7:30 a.m. So let's try it this way. Oh, what'd I do? Where'd it go? Let's. Oh, he already had a punch there. Okay. Let's calculate.
Well, I'm not sure if they take the September 16. They should get in at 10:30, but I'm not sure if they took the day before or the day after.
See, that's what I mean. That's why you need to be specific with them and ask them, because technically the time that they work Tuesday night is actually their Wednesday. The time when they come in on Wednesday night, that's their Thursday. So this is why, and this happens at a lot of plants, this is US as well, the third shift usually has their holiday either the day before or the day after. So in this case, like this guy actually worked 10:35 to 7:08, it still put that time in regular hours. Even if I brought him in at 10:30 p.m. to 7A, let's see. And then let me open this out to the 17th and see if anything changed. Nope, see, it still puts this stuff into overtime. So, and it's because of it's because of the time of the holiday. So I wonder if I put that holiday at 12 a.m. like I had it, would that make a difference? So let's go do that. So I'm gonna
put it as 6 p.m. No, from
yeah, I did.
3 a.m.
Yeah, I did 3A to 6P. So I'm gonna go change it and see if that affects. But when I make that change, I got to go check the other people again to make sure I didn't break them. So Independence Day, let's do 12 a.m. to 11 p.m. and we'll save it. And then we're going to come back to these time cards and force it to rethink it by just changing a punch or something like that. And I'm going to save it. Okay, something went into overtime. So let's look at these days separately again. So I'm just going to look directly at the 16th. Okay, that worked better. So we know it has to be 12 a.m. to 11 p.m. So in production, we don't need to change the holiday table, or actually we do because I think I changed it. We need to change the holiday zones and that holiday table back. So let's go look back at these people again. So 2, 3, and 1. Okay, I'm going to just make this, I want to force it to recalculate. So I'm going to change the time here to make sure that it stays overtime. Because we made a change and the system is now trying to reprocess. But by me making a change to the time card, it's going to go do this first. Okay, but I want to make sure I didn't break any of these guys trying to fix that other guy. Okay, so that's overtime. All right, good. Okay, so now this guy's overtime and he's getting, this shift premium is for that that holiday. This shift premium is for these hours. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now let's go put in time for this guy, which would be 10:30 p.m. to 7:10 a.m. Okay, now this, oh, I got to put it on this day, right? 10:30.
I'm asking Adriana
Okay.
how this works.
I mean, it's up to them. However they need it to work, that's how we need to make it work. But right now, the hours that are getting the overtime are the hours that are on the technically Thursday day. Their end day is Wednesday, Tuesday night. Their out day is Wednesday. So you have to talk to her and ask her in terms of their in time or their out time, because right now it's the out time. And if we need to change that holiday zone to look at the scheduled in day, we can do that as well.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so right now it's on the out day, and that's why it's picking up the Thursday hours and paying it as overtime. So once she answers you, we can determine how to fix that. But now this one, who's this right here? This is the other second shift one. So we'll do 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. All right, so that's better. Okay, so while we're waiting on her, we're going to sign out here. And then we're going to go directly into production. What's today? Wednesday? Okay, we can do it. I never need a change control for this change. And then actually, once we get that SAS environment, depending on if we get another refresh, that's one of the things you'll have to go in and change. Because I think they took the copy already, right?
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I grabbed all of my holidays. I'm in the zones. I'm in production. Okay.
Okay.
I got the holidays. I'm in the zone rules. I'm going to edit. Okay, for the first one, we noticed that it didn't have the actual holiday at all. So we want to go add it. You will not have to deal with all these holidays. You're going to have so much better time. Okay, and we're changing where it says use fixed rule setting, we're changing it to scheduled end day. Okay, this is going to be the determiner depending on what Adriana says. If she says it has to be the Tuesday time, then we're going to change the third shift one of this, because right now the third shift one is going to be pointing to this. Okay.
Okay. In or out. Okay.
Yes. Yep. Out is always for third shift technically. So, okay. So we just added that holiday and we modified to say scheduled end day. So now I'm going to the second shift one. It has the holiday, but we want to change from this to this. Okay. So we're going to save that. And now we're going to go to the third shift one. It has the wrong holiday. Or does it? Or does it? We will find out shortly. We're going to put that one. And right now it says scheduled in day. Oh, I almost want to leave that there because I think she's going to say it needs to be when they come in on Wednesday, but for now I'm going to change it to out day because normally third shift uses the out day, which would be Tuesday night coming in, Wednesday night going out.
Yeah. Yeah,
right?
I think it's the end.
You think it's the end?
Yeah, I think, but I need to check with Adriana.
Okay. All right. Well, we can always change it when we find out. Okay. So we've done that. We made that change, and these are the only changes we had to make. We didn't have to change combination rules or pay code distributions. We didn't have to change any of the pay rules. We just verified. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to your employees in production. Everybody should be signed off. So it's not going to change anything that's already been paid. Okay, this is that totals up to date, right?
Yep.
Yep. And again, it's because we just made the changes. What does this one say? Does this one say sign off? This is my sign off. Oops. This one?
Can you open the, I can read the.
I know I'm trying to slide it over, but it doesn't slide over that much. I want to say that
it says something like time card.
Time card signed off, maybe.
Probably. I just read a part of them.
Okay. All right. So let's. I'm gonna look directly for this here. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna, when's the next holiday?
Next holiday, let me check. It's November.
It's not in October?
November 16.
I thought you had an October one.
No, we don't.
Oops. Okay, so I'm gonna go all the way out to November, and this is something, now we are in production, but watch what I'm gonna do. For this guy, I'm gonna put in a punch. And I'm not gonna save it. I'm gonna tell the system just to calculate totals. Because what I want to do is I want to force a holiday in the system so I can see it in this man's time card. Yeah, you do. Oh, you have one November 2nd.
Yeah, November 2nd. Yeah, correct.
Yep. Okay. So I'm going to take this holiday and I'm just going to put in some punches on that holiday to see if it's going to pay him. Oh, we said the day before right now. We're saying the day before. So 7A. I'm going to say calculate the totals. And then instead of looking at all the times, I'm going to look at daily. And I'm going to highlight this day or this day. There we go. Okay, so this is being paid as overtime. I think it's going to be the out day. Honestly think it's going to be the out day. Because this We have it as the out day right now, but we probably need to make it the in day because it's paying it here as overtime.
The
This,
in day, right?
we have it
No, the out
as,
day.
we have it as the out day right now. This is his
But
Monday.
that
Yeah,
was
this,
for the Independence Day, or
no,
you change it this
this
one
is
as
for your next holiday.
well? Okay.
Yeah, and in the zones, it doesn't matter which holiday, it's going to function the same way for all holidays. But we just need to figure out which one. Like in this case, for this guy, when he came in at 10:30 p.m. Sunday night, that is his Monday.
Okay.
Monday is the holiday. So technically, the hours that he worked on his Monday should be overtime. And when we highlight, they are. He's
Okay.
getting the bonus, but his hours are set to overtime. Now, when he comes in on Monday night, those hours are regular because that's technically his Tuesday. Do you follow?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Now that's how it normally works. But again, we you guys just have to discuss it, or Hasiel has to discuss it and understand how third shift works. For third shift in Chronos, for all your people on third shift, we pay to the out day. When they come in at 10 and they leave at 7, that's 1 day on the out days.
Yeah, probably is the out hour because it's the longest time for the day for the holiday, right?
Right, right. Okay, so we're all set for the holiday fix until they say otherwise. Okay, so I'm going to refresh
Okay.
this. I'm not going to save it. Yes, I want to clear that all out. Okay, so it's all gone now. All right, perfect. Okay, and what was the other thing we were going to talk about?
The let
Oh,
me
the Vales. Yes.
the third
Yeah.
part of the balance or something like
Yes.
that.
Oh, yep. Okay. So,
Third step.
okay. So now I got to change. So this is the whim. Of course, you know it by now. I need to change the folder I want to look at. So you would do file change working directory because right now I want to work in your folder. And then once I'm in there, now I can open all of the interfaces there. The one in question was the third process. So if I just sort them, not the annual, but the third one for this one. So this one does collects the data and creates the files. This one takes the file after they validate it and uploads it into Kronos and adds the pay codes. This is the one that takes the data from Kronos and puts it to the files. This is the one that was incorrect.
Okay.
And there was a reason for that. So you remember I told you I manually did this every month with Josefina because it was, I was there and I could manually do it. So I would always ask her, which day are you putting your Vales data on? And she would say, it needs to go on the Saturday because the 20th, the 21st always landed on a different day in the month, right?
Yeah.
So either she was processing the previous pay period or she was processing in the current pay period. So I always had to,
Okay.
right, I had to move around with her. So what I did was fix her process 2 to say no matter when she processes it, the data will always be inserted into the time card on whatever month it is. And we'll look at this one too. I want to show you that part. So it's here. So this function, what I said was the month is always going to be the month that it is on the server. So in this case, the month is 9. The Vales Day will always be the 20th. Will always
20th.
the 20th, right?
Always, no
Always.
matter
That's
the day of the week.
correct. No matter what day no matter what day, the Vales data in the time card needs to be inputted on the 20th. This is what Josefina said. It always goes on the 20th. So even if let's say that the 20th was on a Saturday, if she came in on Monday and she ran this, it would put this data on the 20th. On the 20th in the time card. Okay? Okay. So this is so no one has to manually do anything anymore. And then of course the year, whatever the year is on the server. And then that is the Vales date, the month, the 20th, and the year all the time. So now I don't have to, or you don't have to ask and try to deal this manually, right? So what happened here is in production, the last time we ran it in August, it was in the current week that she was processing. So I had this value set to current. So the data, if you look over here in the time card, if we go to, if we go to this, let's just pick a few people. And let's just go to the previous pay period. Whoops, went to the wrong place. Go to time cards. Previous pay period. Do you see how the data is on the 20th? The 20th is in the previous pay period, right? Because that's where that's where it always has to be on the 20th of each month. This data right here, right? Well, when I had this set to current and Martha ran it, there's no Vales data in the current pay period, right? Right. Yeah. So if I look at current, it said, oh, there's nothing there, nothing to send. That's why the files were empty. Now, I don't want you to have to go in and say, oh, this month is the previous, this month is the current, this month is the previous. So what I did was, I went ahead and I changed it for my purposes, and I hurry up and I set it to previous. I ran the processes because there's two of them, and one for Santa Cecilia, one for Vejo. I ran both of them in the previous, created the files, put them in GIS, and sat them there so I could hurry up and move them fast, right? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this to range of dates. Now, Martha will have to select the period in which that data resides. So, right. So in her case, so now when she's processing for it, if it's in the current pay period, she'll have to say, okay, this process is going to run starting 9/21 and I need it to end on 9/27. It gives that prompt. It'll say prompt, start date, end date. Her start date will be 9/21. Her end date will be 9/27. If the third process and the data's in the previous pay period, her start date is going to be 9/13 or 9/14, and her end date is going to be 9/20.
But the pay code is going to be always on the 20th, right?
Right, and the 20th is either going to fall in the current or the previous pay period. It's going to be one or the other. Right, it's never the same.
She's going to enter the range of dates or just the previous?
She's going to enter a range of dates. When she gets ready to run this one, let me go over here real quick. Interfaces. Okay, so she runs this one first, right? She runs this one first so that she can create the files, the validation file, so that she can look at it. Then she runs this one to load the data into the time card. Depending on where the 20th sits in that month, it's either going to load it in a previous pay period or a current pay period. Now, if we look at a calendar, let's just look at a calendar real quick. For October, the 20th is in the current pay period. So when for October, she needs to process Vales on this day. She needs to start processing it on this day, right? Because it goes from the 21st through the 20th, right? So she's not going to do it on a Monday like she did this week. She's going to do it on the 20th, because it will have to probably be to Morales either on the 21st or the 22nd. Sochi will let her know it's got to be to her by a certain day and time. But the 20th for her, when she does this process, it's going to be in the current pay period because that's where it's going to put it on the 20th, right?
Okay.
If we go to November and we look for the 20th, it's on a Friday, right? Well,
Yep.
right. So Morales won't ask for those files until the 23rd. The process number 2 is going to put that data on the 20th. The 20th will now be in the previous pay period. So on the 23rd, when she runs this, it's going to prompt her to ask for a from and through date. And let me show you what I'm talking about. I'll show you a process that actually does that. So for example, this one. When I click on run, the first thing that it does is say, what do you want to do? What date? And it'll look just like this. What's your start date? And I'll say 01 for her. It's going to be whatever date it is, right? My range of dates. Let's just say let's go back to October. For October, she's going to say October the 19th through the 25th, because that's my pay period. So she'll say 10. Well, it probably different the days. What did I just say? Where's my calendar? The 19th through the 25th. Okay. So she's going to say 19, 2020, and then she's going to say continue. And it's going to say what end date. And she's going to put in the end date for that pay period. It's all about pay periods. Whoops. 2-digit year. Sorry, I did that wrong. It's going to fail. But you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Process number 3 is going to ask her, what is your start date? What is your end date? Not the way the first process runs. The first process is saying, what is your processing period? That one's going to be the 21st for the previous month to the 20th of this current month, right?
Okay, but I mean, if she enters always the start date as the 20th of whatever month she's running, and the end date as the 20th also,
No.
she's gonna get the data, no?
No. Well, yeah, she could. She could.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
the system is gonna look for the information of always the 20th.
Well, no, because it is quite possible that there was a historical correction done. And they may do it.
Well, yeah.
So we don't want to do.
It's better to take the full period.
It's better to take whatever the week that data is sitting for the 20th. It's safer to say only the week that you know where your data is sitting in. So she just has to know her pay period start and end date, where that data is sitting. And next month, when she comes in on the 21st, she's going to do this process. Her processing week is going to be what her data that she's actually sending to payroll, the 19th through the 25th. That's that current week, right?
Okay.
In November, it's going to be the previous pay period because there's the data sitting there. So she's going to say the 16th through the 22nd.
Okay.
And in December, the 20th is on a Sunday, but that is also the previous pay period, right?
Yep.
So again, she's going to be here processing it. She's going to say the 14th through the 20th, right?
Okay.
Right. So you just have to explain it to her like that, because her first process does ask her for her processing period, which is that full range of that month of data. But her third process should only include the week that her Vales data is sitting in.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go. Do we, whenever you find out that information from Adriana, it might be a long discussion for them.
Yeah, I'm just send her a message to see.
Okay.
To check that.
Okay. Now,
okay,
again,
but Adriana is saying that, for example, for the Independence Day,
Uh-huh.
the period they don't work, so the holiday is from September 16th at 10:30 p.m. and ends at 7 a.m. of September 17th. So
it's their out day.
Is the in day.
No. Let's go to a third shift person. Hold on.
It should be the in. No, they are not going to. The holiday starts from September 16th at 10:30 p.m.
Right. So this time, oh yes, it's their end day.
Yeah, it's the in day, right?
It's their okay. So in this case, we need to change that one rule then. So we need to go back here. And oh look, we're already here. Ha ha. So this needs to be end day. Okay, so now we've got that fixed. So the next holiday that comes around, which is in November, right? November 3rd.
November 2nd.
November 2nd. That should be
the Day of the Dead.
The Day of the Dead. Let's go look. Just for kicks and giggles. Let's go over here. And let's open our range up just one more day so we can put in some time. Okay, so the end day. So if this is a holiday, but I'm still going to come in for my Monday, then I'm stepping in right here, right? 7 a.m. This is my Monday. I'm coming in on Sunday at 10 and leaving out at 7 a.m., right?
Yeah, but yeah, this is going to be because
Here.
Adriana is saying that for some holidays is the out hour.
Mm-hmm.
The out time, yeah, and some others is the in time. So
okay,
we're gonna need to configure different.
Well, that's why
holidays.
That's why I have two different holidays now.
Yeah,
okay.
I know.
Okay, yeah. Do you see some of them I have a different holiday, and it's not just for them. So in this case, we changed it to the end. It's now doing what it's supposed to do.
Okay.
Right? Okay, so that we change it to the end, and that's why it's doing it for their in punch. But we're in production still, so let's just go look at the holiday table real quick, so I can show you what I'm talking about here. I got about 6 more minutes. Okay, you will see here, Good Friday day after, Easter and Good Friday, third shift, were on the same day, but Good Friday was actually on the 11th this year. Some teams in US got actually the day after, which was, Monday, right?
Yeah.
And then again, some other teams were set up already with Good Friday third shift, meaning Sunday. Memorial Day was on one day. The day after, meaning for third shift, it should have been the next day, right? 25, 26. You'll see a lot of times in here, even this one, our Independence Day was on the 3rd, but third shift got theirs on the 4th. So this is why I had another holiday that was the same, but then it had for Friday or something like that, right? It had a different something different. So if she needs this one, if everyone's gonna get this,
it seems that the problem is only when the holiday is on Saturday or Sunday.
Right. Yeah. So all you would need to do, let's just say this one's what day is this anyway? It's a Monday. So I'm sure that they're going to want them to have Monday off, right? So it will be their in punch, I'm sure.
Yeah, because it's Monday.
Right, because it's Monday. So we're set up exactly how they need to be set up for third shift right now.
Yeah, technically the holiday is on Sunday, so they have to move it to the next day.
Same thing with this one.
Yeah, they have that
Right.
rule.
Right, and this is going to be on a Monday as well. So the way it's set up right now will work. I'm trying to get to a holiday that would technically be different. So here's one on Sunday. This is actually a Sunday day, which I don't know why. Why is November 22nd? What is that holiday?
Which one?
Oh,
No, that is
that's
which one? That Thanksgiving. We don't have
yeah,
Thanksgiving
I
here.
know. We'll be deleting that one.
Yeah.
Here's one right here, the 12th. I don't think we
12
updated these. Oh
Saturday.
yeah, that's right. She sent me the dates. I hadn't, didn't I? I thought I updated these.
Yeah, we already updated.
I did?
Yeah.
Why is on the 12th?
The 12th is correct.
It
It's
is?
Saturday. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
this
Saturday.
is where, haha, this is where second shift is going to have this holiday, but I bet your first and your third is going to need a different holiday. I bet you they're going to give them
No,
off on the 11th.
no, that's the new rule. We
Really?
only move the holiday if it starts and if it is Sunday.
Oh,
Adriana just sent me that.
okay. All right. Well, so it looks
Oh
like
no,
we're,
it's no. It's the opposite. If the holiday is on Saturday, we have to take the Friday.
uh-huh, uh-huh. See,
If the
that's this,
holiday is on Sunday, it's just Sunday.
see, that's this one right
So
here.
yeah, but they just sent the holidays for this year, and I
Yeah.
didn't notice
Well,
the change.
no, they didn't. And this is where you have to ask that question because I have to do this with USA all the time. We have this holiday, and this holiday. He said, yes, it's fine. Is your first, second, or third shift going to observe the holiday on a different day? That's the question. You have to ask it exactly that way.
Okay, I have it here, but that day is going to be moved to Friday just for the union guys.
Just for union? Okay. So we'll
Yeah.
work on that. I'll have get that information for the remaining holidays from them. And then
I have it here. Just need to check. I can send you, but it's in Spanish.
okay. Okay. Well then I'll set up some time with you either tomorrow or Friday so we can make those changes in production.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I have it, but let me translate and I can send you an email.
Okay. I gotta hop onto my other meetings now.
Okay, sure,
All
no
right.
problem.
All right.
Thank you
Thanks.
very much.
No problem.
Bye.
Bye.